Welcome to the Determined Mom Show, the only marketing podcast dedicated to guiding mom CEOs into tranquility, wealth, and multiplying those precious moments. Welcome to episode 207 of the Determined Mom Show. I am your host, Amanda Tento, and today we are going to talk about the final step in your proven marketing system, which is email marketing. This is the final and also the most enduring step in your proven marketing system because it's going to be automated. It's going to consistently contact your clients for you on a regular basis and just make sure that they know that you're there, what you can help them with, and why they should work with you, really. So many different factors that you can put into an email marketing sequence, but let's talk about why it is important and why we put it at the end. Email marketing is the final component, and it basically allows you to communicate and update your regular customers, send your new potential customers back to your website, and it also drives overall conversions long term. Okay. This completes a circle. So I want you to imagine a circle. And if you have already downloaded the 6 Marketing Musts Guaranteed to Get You More Customers guide, you're going to see this circle on every single page. And what this circle does is it starts with your website at the top, goes over to SEO, then down to Google Business Profile, getting more positive reviews on Google Ads, and then it ends with your email marketing system, but that email marketing system leads directly back to your website, which is what you always want to happen. One thing that I've noticed over the years in marketing is that social media has taken a place in people's mental marketing, I guess you could say your mental marketing space. Like it seems so important and so heavy and so focused that we forget that we can use Google, which is the most powerful marketing tool online. They have lots of different tools for us to use to grab those clients that are actually searching for our products or services without actually having to focus a lot of time on social media, without actually having to put that effort into posting every day and engaging and all of those things. It just takes a lot of time. And if you set up a proven marketing system, which this is, you will be able to do a lot less of that engagement unless it's something that you enjoy. I think the reason that I've taken this stance and that I've investigated this and that I've been implementing it for my own business is because I don't really love posting on social media unless it's for personal reasons. I don't love monitoring comments. I don't love replying. I don't love any of that stuff. I just don't like it. And so I'm like, there's got to be another way. And there is another way. It's just using Google to promote your business and getting those customers to your network and your sphere of influence, your ecosystem, if you will. So our goal with email marketing is always to send people back to our website. You can do this by a million different ways. You can collect customers a million different ways. You can do lead magnets. You can do blog posts that have a link to a lead magnet. Answering questions is going to be the most important thing that you do on your website. Google recently had an update and it wants to make sure that you're answering the questions that people are searching for. It's called the Helpful Content Update. This is probably one of the most important updates because if you've been optimizing your website for SEO in a spammy, keyword stuffing, non-genuine way, then you're going to be in trouble because this update's going to probably tank your rankings. But for most of us who are genuine in our businesses and we're not trying to just put stuff out there that is canned content, like think of AI writers and those kinds of things, you want to actually answer the questions that your customers are looking for. Google is going to reward you by sending people your way. Okay. That's how you need to think of it. So once they get to your website, you want them to opt in to something so you can then remarket to them via email or Google Ads if you want to run Google Ads, but making sure that what your goal is will attract them, knowing what your services are, knowing what problems you solve for them. That is the content that you need to have on your website. That is what you need to give to Google to attract people to your website. Then, once they're there, again, you're going to capture their email in some way, shape, or form, whether you're giving them something, they're signing up for your newsletter. Newsletters don't really work because people don't like junk mail anymore. So I recommend having some sort of download or value add to that customer's business, life, whatever it is that you solve for them, that they can take and they feel like they're getting something back. That's the most important part. So you can think of the email marketing system as the oil that keeps your whole proven marketing system running, because if you don't have that email, then it basically just stops when they get served that Google ad or when they visit your website. They're just never going to come back. And we don't want that. This is the oil that kind of keeps all of these gears flowing and keeps them aware of what you're doing, that keeps them aware of your services, your products, your business, keeps them in the know. So we don't like clients to rely on social media platforms to communicate with their clients. The reason for this is because I've seen so many people, I've seen people with like millions of TikTok followers just get shut out of their account and they can never get in again. Can you imagine you have such a huge influence of people, millions of people, and you have no way of knowing who it was, how to contact them, anything? Instagram does it. Facebook does it. I've seen just so many people just get shut out. It can even happen with Facebook groups. There's a new feature where if someone requests to become a Facebook or a moderator to your group, and then I guess you don't see that notification or something, they can take over. Facebook can grant them that access. It's crazy. So you really need to be sending people away from social media, gathering people away from social media, and giving them that interaction that they want from you outside of that. And email marketing is definitely the way to do that. It is also another way, the best way to avoid relying on those third parties for access to your audience. If you are active on LinkedIn and you get locked out of your LinkedIn account, no one hears from you for 2 weeks and then they forget about you, right? If you're active on Instagram and you get locked out of your Instagram, all this engagement is happening with the things you just posted. You can't do anything about it. You have no way to get back in. Facebook, same way. You lose access to that audience. What you need to be doing is capturing that audience, nurturing them, educating them, and wooing them. You want to make sure that they understand how you can help them, what you can do for them, and give them more information on how you can improve their life, whether you do service-based business, brick and mortar, product-based business, whatever it is, you need to let them know how to do it. So just like the website in your proven marketing system, your email marketing system is both the beginning and the end of the proven marketing system. It basically allows you to add new users from all of the marketing methods above. So from your website, from SEO, from organic traffic, from Google My Business or Google Business Profile, from Google Ads, all of those people that you're collecting, you're adding them to your email marketing system. And then you're going to make sales just from sending emails to them, letting them know what you're working on, letting them know what you're doing. Okay. That's why this is so important. My personal, and I'll share with you, email marketing system of choice is Aweber. And the reason for that is because they are the only one in the industry that doesn't actually outsource the spam filtering part of the email. So they're they have very high open rates, high deliverability. And so that is why I've chosen to use Aweber. If you go back to, oh my goodness, I had Jenna on the podcast ages ago. And if I can figure out what episode she was on, then I will share that with you. Going back to episode 66, How to Launch Your Strategy and Follow Email Best Practices with Jenna Bagley from Aweber, That is going to be your best episode to listen to if you want to learn more about Aweber. There should be a link in there. I can also include a link in the show notes here, so then that way you can check out Aweber's free plan. They do have a very robust free plan, but I definitely use the paid plan because I love sending the blog broadcasts and so many other things that they have available. So that is my favorite email marketing system. There are many others. There's MailChimp, there's MailerLite, there's Constant Contact, there's, let's see, trying to think of all of them. There's just a lot. So if you Google email marketing system, you're going to be able to find a million different options, and you just choose whatever one works for you. MailerLite is a very easy, user-friendly one to use. They have a free version. I wouldn't recommend MailChimp because it's gotten very expensive. It went from being free to like super expensive. Wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but definitely Aweber is another of my favorites. So if you are interested in figuring out where you're losing customers, go ahead and download the 6 Marketing Musts Guaranteed to get you more customers. That is basically the worksheet, the workbook that we have designed, that all of this content is based on, all of these episodes are all about. And it really gives you a really detailed overview of what each step in the marketing system is, why you need to be taking these steps. And also it gives you a marketing holes checklist. So it allows you to see if there are holes in your marketing strategy, where they are and how you can fix them. It also includes 30 quarterly checkup tasks for marketing. So it includes things that you need to be doing every single quarter. So as soon as that, we're going to hit October here in a few weeks, unfortunately, but we're going to hit October soon. So this is something that you can use to go ahead and work through all of your marketing, make sure that everything is up to date. Very important. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I thank you so much for listening. And go ahead and check out the previous episodes talking about our proven marketing system. And they are starting at episode 195 and go through this one. Talk to you soon. Let's face it, piecing together a marketing plan with the things you hear, watch, or read online, while tempting, is never a good idea. The truth is, people don't search on social media for your services, and even if they do, they will still be going to Google to check your ratings. By not having a cohesive, proven marketing system, you are leaking clients and customers through giant holes in your customer acquisition bucket. But let's talk about what else isn't working. Posting tirelessly on social media, tracking followers as a business metric for success, paying for ineffective marketing, buying glossy ads in coupon magazines, spending time replying to comments, paying others to manage your social media with no actual sales coming in. So what is going to work? Having a proven marketing system in place will plug every hole in your bucket and allow you to begin to fill up with new customers and to also retain and nurture your current ones. Go to tdm-marketing/6-marketing-musts and download our free guide to 6 Marketing Musts Guaranteed to get you more customers.